Hypermind English Workshop Situational Writing Advanced Lecture 5 Writing a Letter to the Editor Part 3 Impact Policy or Legislation 嚟到第五講，我哋再一次睇下點寫讀者來函或者係叫做寄編輯信。而我哋嘅主題呢係點樣影響呢一個公共政策或者立法喎。Writing a letter to the editor 之前我哋都提過，寫俾編輯信呢封信呢係一封公開信嚟㗎，而我哋呢有8種唔同嘅用途係常見嘅喎。Still remember what is a letter to the editor? It is an open letter. This is a channel to make known to the public your personal commentary on some social or political issues or events. And there are 8 purposes underneath here. Impact policy or legislation 影響公共政策同埋立法。有冇留意啊？喺制定公共政策嘅時候呢，傳媒係一個平台俾你去發表意見同埋關注嘅嘢嘅噃。The media is a platform for expressing opinions and concerns during policy making. 唔同嘅持份者包括立法局議員啦，一啲嘅政策分析評論員啦，非政府機構、專業人士或者普通大眾市民呢，都係經常透過呢個平台去發表意見㗎。Various stakeholders, including legislature, policy watch groups, non-government organizations, professionals or individuals, are frequent writers on this platform. 有陣時呢，寄編輯信係我哋去影響呢個公共政策遊說工作嘅其中一部分嚟㗎。Sometimes, the letter to the editor is part of a lobbying campaign to impact a policy. 諗一諗遊說嘅重要性啊！喺一個民主嘅社會當中呢，當權嘅管治大眾係負責任嘅話，遊說嘅合法性呢就會被視為又重要又不可或缺㗎啦。In a democracy, the legitimacy of lobbying is recognized as being part and parcel of the accountability of the governors to the governed. 遊說要做得好呢，有8樣合宜嘅策略我哋要留意喎。8 Wells lobbying strategy. Well briefed 合宜嘅簡報 Well timed 合宜嘅時間 Well aimed 合宜嘅目標 Well developed 合宜嘅發展 Well behaved 合宜嘅態度 Well judged 合宜嘅判斷 Well written 合宜嘅文筆 Well prepared 合宜嘅準備。Well briefed. How much do you know the topic? 對於你要游說嘅主題，你知道幾多啊？ Be well informed of the policy you are going to comment or make a difference. Research the issue. 對於你要去評論或者要去改變嗰個政策，你需要做下功課，知多啲佢背景喎。A. Statistics 有冇啲統計數字要揾呢？ B. Case or example 有冇一啲個案或者例子啊？ C. Any previous comments from others 其他人之前已經係咪作出任何評論呢？ Well timed. When is a good time to lobby? 幾時係最適合嘅時機去做遊說啊？ Lobbying is best before any policy is finalized or adopted. If you want to lobby and make a difference, determine the best time. 遊說最好嘅時機，梗係嗰個政策佢完成之先，或者係接納之先啦。如果你係想去遊說同埋改變佢嘅話呢，諗一諗幾時係最好時間啦喎。譬如話諗呢啲 A. Meeting time 立法嘅會議係幾時呢？ B. Voting or decision making time 投票或者係決策嘅時間又係幾時啊？ Well aimed. What and who is your focus? 咩事情同埋邊個人係你嘅目標對象啊？ Define your core message and the right target. For example, the policy makers concerned or the major influencing parties are the usual targets. 確立究竟你游說嘅主題係乜嘢，同埋邊班人係你嘅目標對象啊。譬如話，相關制定政策嗰個人物，或者呢係主要有影響力嗰班人呢，通常都係你嘅目標對象嚟嘅喎。嗱，咁你要諗諗呢啲嘢啦。You have to think about this. A. Simple, straightforward and strong core message. 一個簡單、直接但有強而有力嘅主要信息。B. Politicians. 政客、政治家會唔會係你目標對象呢？ C. Government body. 政府嘅機構會唔會係你嘅對象嚟㗎？ D. Corporation. 有冇啲商業團體可能係你嘅對象呢？ Well developed. How do you approach the main points you have in mind? 你點去着手處理腦海當中嘅重點啊？ When elaborating your core message, think of the tactics in achieving your goal. 當你發揮你嗰個主要信息嘅時候，諗諗用咩方法呢去完成同埋達到你嘅目標啊？ A. From simple to complicated. 由簡單跟住先去複雜嘅。B. From common ground to conflicting view. 有啲有共同立場嘅，跟住去一啲有爭論嘅觀點啊。Well behaved. How professional are you presenting yourself? 你表達嘅時候究竟有幾專業啊？ Being passionate and firm does not necessarily be exaggerating and furious. Showing your empathy usually needs a good control of your temper without being rude or overly emotional. 要去熱情洋溢又堅定呢，唔係必須要好浮誇或者咧大發雷霆㗎。嗱，表達你嘅關切，通常呢都要好好控制下你嘅情緒，而唔需要好嬲怒、好暴躁或者係太情緒化嘅喎。咁我哋就需要留意下啦。A. Remain cool and polite. 保持沉實、冷靜同埋有禮貌啊。B. Remain firm and dedicated. 保持堅定同埋專注啊。Well judged. How well do you tell from your perspective? 喺你角度立場出發，你去游說得幾好啊。Be critical to your points and your arguments. Think of the impact of your points and decisions. It is good to go through the thought process of the likely results after publishing your message. 批評下你自己嘅論點同埋拗撬嘅爭論啦。諗一諗，你嗰啲重點同埋決定帶嚟嘅衝擊係乜嘢？通常我哋都要思前想後下，你發表咗你嗰個信息之後會帶嚟咩後果嘅喎？諗一諗。Think about this. A. Rational thinking. 你需要有理性嘅思考。B. Anticipate the results. 亦都要期望你嘅後果係乜嘢嘢。Well written. What are the best words and the right tone? 乜嘢係最佳字眼同埋合適嘅語氣啊？ The right style often helps readers to understand and perhaps accept your points made. Use words that portrays not only the right meaning but also the right mood. 合適嘅語氣呢，好多時幫到讀者去明白，甚至乎去接納你嗰啲嘅游說嘅重點嘅喎。嗱，試下用呢啲字去表達，唔單止係正確嘅意思，亦都呢係合適嘅態度。諗一諗呢啲。A. Positive versus negative tone. 正面定係負面意向嘅語氣啊？ B. Criticizing versus supporting. 批評緊呢定係支持緊呢？ C. Strong versus weak tone. 強而有力嘅定係軟弱無力嘅語氣啊？ Well prepared. How well prepared are you going to lobby? 你準備去游說，預備得充唔充足啊？ An influential lobbying takes a great deal of preparation. Spend time and effort to know the progress of the issue to lobby and get a useful reference. 一個有影響力嘅游說呢，係需要大量嘅準備功夫嘅。 嗱，花啲時間同埋精神去明白你去游說個事情嘅進程係點樣樣，同埋咧搜集有用嘅參考資料咯喎。譬如呢啲 A ongoing study 一個經常嘅持續嘅研究啊。B monitoring 監察。C keep a good file or record 保持一個良好嘅記錄同埋檔案啦。Major steps 喺我哋之前嘅課程咧都提到寄編輯信有5個步驟嘅。When we are writing a letter to the editor, there are 5 steps to remember. 1. Topic. What is the topic under discussion? 主題喎，你而家講緊嘅主題係乜嘢呢？ 2. Identity. What is your stance and role? 你嘅身份、你嘅立場同角色係乜嘢啊？ 3. Background. What do you know about the background on the topic? 背景，你知道呢個主題嘅背景資料有幾多呢？ 4. Opinion. What is in your mind? Your own opinion? 意見，有咩係你腦海當中㗎？有咩係你嘅意見，或者係你代表個機構公司嘅意見呢？ And 5. Solution. If you are proposing a solution, what is it? Is it practical or visionary? 建議方案。如果你提出一個方案嘅話，咁係咩嚟㗎？係一個可行嘅方案，還是純粹一個遠見嘅方案啊？今次寫作嘅場景 Here's our sample situation. The HKSAR government is going to introduce an internet access subsidy to low-income families starting 2010-11 academic year. There will be $1,300 granted to households whose children are eligible for the flat rate grant for school-related expenses under the Comprehensive Social Security Assistance Scheme. 香港特區政府呢，喺呢個2010-11學年嘅時候呢，將會發放一筆1300蚊嘅津貼俾嗰啲低收入家庭嘅同學，用嚟呢上網嘅費用㗎喎。Months before the subsidy plan was passed, some people wrote letters to the editor to express their viewpoints. 咁喺呢一個計劃實施之前嗰幾個月呢，好多人透過呢一個寄編輯信 letter to the editor 呢，發布佢哋一啲嘅言論同埋觀點嘅。睇一睇其中一篇嘅 letter to the editor， 唔係太長嘅啫，3段79字。How to write? This is the first paragraph. I refer to someone's letter, No Subsidies for Entertainment, March 15th. 喺度呢，我首先提出，究竟你係回應緊邊一封嘅 letter to the editor? 1. State the specific article you are referring to. Children from low-income families can use computers in libraries and schools, but they will not be allocated the time they need to complete all their assignments. Students need time to do projects. The subsidies are essential. Use of the Internet helps to broaden the horizons of young people. 呢一段提出你嘅主要信息咯。作者呢，用咗呢一個 well-aimed 合適嘅目標策略呢，嚟話俾人聽嗰啲低收入家庭嘅同學係呢一個受惠者嚟㗎。2. State the core message. Here, the author used the well-aimed strategy specifying the students from low-income family as the beneficiaries. 亦都解釋俾人聽背後個原因同埋目的咯。作者呢，就運用咗呢一個 well-developed 合適嘅發展策略呢，咁話俾人聽學校提供嘅嘢呢，其實唔足夠嘅。其中一個解決方案就係同學喺屋企做功課啦，而呢一個嘅津貼所以就係非常重要㗎啦。3. Explain with a course. The well-developed strategy is used. What schools have offered is not enough, the author said. A possible solution is to work at home. The subsidy will therefore be essential. We are experiencing an economic recovery and therefore should be willing to help low-income families. 指出呢個係合適時間呢，作者運用咗呢個 well timing 合適時間嘅策略呢，去強調呢一個津貼嘅迫切性嘅。4. Pinpoint it is the right time. The author used well timing strategy to highlight the urgency of the subsidy. 亦都指出你嘅主要信息咧，我哋應該去幫助低收入家庭嘅。5. State the core message. We should help low-income families. 我哋睇多一篇 Letter to the Editor， 呢篇長少少，4段121字。I refer to the letter by someone, No Subsidies for Entertainment, March 15th, claiming that the government should not provide internet subsidies to low-income families as it offers a family a form of entertainment. 呢度亦都提出，你而家係回應緊邊一封之前人哋寫落嘅 letter to the editor 嘅。6. State the specific article you are referring to. 可以選擇性地呢，你可以重複翻原本你回應緊嗰封文章嘅一啲嘅論調嘅噃。7. Optionally, repeat the stance in the original article. Given its unlimited flow of information, the Internet offers many benefits for students, but it is expensive to use, and this makes it difficult for students from families on welfare. 形容下有咩事情係大家都會承認嘅，跟住將個範圍收窄，去到某啲情況呢，令到讀者好可能會高啲機會呢去認同你嘅。嗱，留意下呢4個句子點寫。Unlimited flow of information 係啊，互聯網係提供無限嘅資訊嘅喎。The Internet offers many benefits 係喎，互聯網都提供咗好多優勢、好多好處嘅喎。It is expensive 係喎，互聯網去使用佢都幾昂貴㗎。It is difficult for students from families on welfare 係唔係呢？對於喺收緊綜援嘅家庭嘅同學嚟講，係咪好困難去用互聯網啊？ Children from better off families have more learning opportunities, such as cram schools, and this can make them more competitive. Internet subsidies for children from poor families will give them additional learning opportunities. 運用一個相反情況做對比啊！作者呢運用咗呢個對比法 antithesis 去嘗試將差收入同好收入家庭嘅同學呢做個對比喎。9. Contrast with an opposite situation. The author used an antithesis to contrast the poor and better off children. 亦都指出你個主要信息係乜嘢？ 10. State the core message, which is Internet subsidies for children from poor families will give them additional learning opportunities. A minority of students may abuse the subsidy and use it for entertainment, but that is no justification for withholding it. 對於可能嘅情況呢，首先作出反駁喎。作者運用咗呢個 well-judged strategy 呢，去嘗試去預測究竟有冇啲反對嘅意見呢？ 11. Preempt would-be refute. The author used the well-judged strategy to anticipate counter-opinion. 總括而言，作者呢亦都用咗 well-developed 呢個策略呢，去帶出唔同嘅角度嚟講，佢嘅主要信息係乜嘢嘢。12. Overall speaking, the author also used the well-developed strategy to raise the core message from a few angles. 仲記唔記得頭先我哋有4個句子呢？嗰個語法係好奇怪㗎。4句都係講緊啲大家都會覺得係啱嘅事實喎。原來呢一個係催眠語法嚟㗎 ，Hypnotic Language Pattern， 亦都有個特別名叫做 Yes Set。 Hypnotic language is a special language pattern for building rapport and leading to a response in the reader or listener。其實催眠語言呢，係只不過一個特別嘅語法去建立親和感嘅，從而呢引領嗰啲讀者或者係聽眾呢去有一個特別嘅回應嘅喎。Yes set 原來係一個好基本一個語法嚟嘅。Yes set is one of the basics. You ask multiple questions you already know answer to. 你係去問一連串你知道好肯定啱嘅答案嘅句問題嘅。我哋睇到個例子啊，有個男仔啱啱識到個新女朋友，想約佢去街喎。睇下點講説話。What a beautiful day! Yes. Photos capture great memories. Yes. You look pretty. Yes. Let's go capturing some memories, shall we? Yes. 見唔見四句？嗰個男仔點樣去引領個女仔一路答 yes 落去呢？你估佢約唔約到佢去街？好可能會。Beautiful, pretty, great, shall we？ 一啲啱嘅字眼呢，只會引領出一個啱嘅回應嘅喎。咁即係話呢，你個親和感一路係建立當中嘅，因為越係多認同，越係多了解呢，親和感自然就會增加。These statements can only lead to a yes answer if they are true, which means that you are increasing rapport, because rapport increases with agreement and understanding. 親和感越高，對方有回應嘅機會亦都越大。It also builds up a response potential. 同埋呢，如果係連續幾次一個認同，咁係越嚟越困難呢去拒絕你㗎。It gets harder to disagree when you have been repeatedly in agreement. Quick reminder, there are 3 things to remember when we are writing a letter to the editor. 有3樣事情要記得喎。Letter to the editor is a good platform to influence policy making. 寄編輯信係一個好好嘅平台呢，去影響政策嘅制定㗎。There are 8 Wells lobbying strategy. 有8個合適嘅遊說策略喎。A well-developed passage should convince reader of your stance. 一篇寫得好嘅寄編輯信呢，應該能夠說服到讀者去接納你個立場㗎。Your assignment time again. Refer to your course notes chapter 5, write your essay and email it to this email address. 請你打開你本 course notes chapter 5，將你嘅文章電郵去呢個電郵地址啊。